So I'm Matthew. I'm the coordinator of this Anabaptist Learning Workshop, which is a program between MCEC and Conrad Grebel University College. It's a very exciting partnership. So what I'd like to do here for a couple of minutes is to lead us into some activity together at our tables. Today, in fact, we're also going to embody another key characteristic of this program, which is flexibility. So on our tables, we have several tools. We're going to use several tools and leave out one of them because sometimes the time goes this way and that, and you just got to roll with it. And that's part of the beauty of this kind of program. So what we're about to do then is learn together. I should say as well that this afternoon we had a very important workshop that happened right here down the hallway with a number of church planting folks from MCEC. And it was a workshop on intercultural ministry. And one thing that came out of that workshop, you can see on your way out, I've posted on the wall, right by the back doorway there, 2 sheets. On the sheets you'll see Holy Spirit written in many different languages. And that was part of the workshop from today, so you can see that as you leave. But let's do a couple of activities together here very briefly. This gives you a taste of the learning style, but also there is content in this kind of interaction that we're about to have. So what I'd like to invite you to do is the first activity involves everybody getting into pairs around your table. So you need to work as a pair. And this is actually an activity that you saw on the screen. Get into a pair and sit very close together because you need to be able to draw on one of your papers. So move together, decide on who your partner is, and sit right beside your partner. When you have found your partner, what you need to do is take one of the sheets. It's the one that has 6 squares, 6 open squares. And you and your partner need to have one of those sheets that you're going to work on. So the 2 of you take one of those sheets and put it between you. And if by chance you're in a group of 3, that's okay. You can modify this. You'll figure out a way of doing it. So in your pair, take one pen because the 2 of you are going to write with one pen. So find one pen or one pencil. And what you need to do is each of you put a hand on that same pen. So one pen is now going to be controlled by 2 people. What this is a literal embodiment of the kind of learning that we are trying for in these workshops. So you have one pen, and 2 of you are going to control the pen. What I'm going to do is give you 6 things to put on that sheet. And just start on the top left corner with the first, and each one move to the next square, and whatever it is, you and your partner will put either a word or a picture in the square. The one key rule about this activity is no talking aloud. No talking. So you need to figure out some way to control the pen without talking. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to alternate a word and then a picture, and then a word and then a picture. So in the top left square, begin with this one. It's going to be a word. The 2 of you write the word church. Just write the word church together. No talking. Okay, now we're going to just move right along to the next one. Move to the next square to the right. And now you're going to draw a picture together. Draw a picture of a table. A table. Okay, now we're going to move to the next square. We're going to go back to a word this time. And just a brief reminder, do your best to get that pen under both of your control. Okay, here's the next word. Here's the next word. Connected. Connected. It's one of the words of our theme this weekend. Connected. Okay, we're halfway through. We are halfway through. Now go to the bottom row of squares. And we're going to go back to a picture. We're going to do another picture. On the bottom row, the next picture is, draw a picture of a church. Draw a picture of a church. Okay, good. You are doing hard work. We're going to go to the next square. This time it's going to be a number. So you're using numbers. And all you need to do is just write down the year, 2018, with numbers. 2018. Okay, now we're coming into the final lap. So for this last one, again, I'll just give a reminder, no talking. Try to have everybody, have both of you controlling the pen as much as you can. And it's just a simple picture. Draw a picture of love. Love. What does it look like? Okay, at this point, I would like to implore you. I'm going to beg you to please debrief for just 30 seconds with your partner. What just happened? Talk to each other. Apparently, the school bell is still effective. Okay. So thank you for participating in that brief activity to embody the connectedness and being side by side literally, but in a full workshop setting, we would spend more time talking about the power dynamics that come into play. And what do you do when that pen is quite difficult to control between two people? And what does that mean in our lives more generally? Let's do one more activity together. And this one requires the rope. So on almost all of the tables, there's a blue rope. If there is not one at your table, look to a table close to you and join that one. In fact, if you're at a table with only a few people, I invite you to join a different table so that it's a full table as much as we can. But what we're going to do here is create a sculpture. Yeah, feel free to move to another table, just to create a full table in each case. What I'd like to invite us to here is a creative sculpture that we are going to create quickly together. And this one has to do with the theme of connected. Connected. So with this one rope, and with all of the people at your table, a very simple instruction, and you will find your way of accomplishing the task. There's no wrong answer, there's no right answer, there is your answer in this case. So take that blue rope and figure out how can you all around the table, everybody around the table, how can all of you use that blue rope to create a sculpture that represents being connected. All of you around the table, how can you build a sculpture with yourselves and with that rope to represent being connected? Create the image right now. Being connected. And one last adaptation with what you've just created. Can you use that same sculpture and make it so that it not only represents you connected around your table, but also that together you around the table are connected with God? How can you show that? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. So thank you for participating in those brief activities. I would encourage you to check out the ALW workshop. There's a whole number of different workshops that we can offer, as well as was mentioned in the video. We can work together with your local congregation to develop a customized workshop on a certain topic. And some of the learning is playful, like what we've done here. Some of it is very, very serious and very, very deep. It's a very exciting time for this program, so I invite you to join in. Again, thank you to MCEC and to Conrad Grable, because both are making this thing possible. So thank you as we learn together. Blessings with deep curiosity. Thank you.